season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Tanner Muse
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
They give up the middle to Akers.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
room's going to go on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. From the 10, 1st and goal. Here's Darnold. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cam Akers. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yep.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Darnold now to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Darnold. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A first down throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Walker with another carry.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Mahomes now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for
Tyler Lockett, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Chiefs 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 46 yards.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. He'll find Metcalf. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Being chased out left.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Darnold on first down.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
From 21 yards away.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Chiefs 14.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Hey, 43, 15.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching him play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It's certainly.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
George Karlaftis
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've got...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Cam Akers,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go in.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Tanner Muse picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed. And that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
Pushes past him.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Yellow. 15.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
On first down, Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Cam Akers.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 56, Chiefs 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
23 yards the pickup there.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner.
But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Walker now at 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
They find some open field here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, their playoff hopes take a big hit as